Hello everyone, how are you today? This is my chart for Bitcoin for this month of October. You guys know that I always promise to make predictions every month, and I always ask my community to give me suggestions as to which cryptocurrency you guys want me to cover. So I deliver. Here it is. By popular vote, both in YouTube and other social medias. I got mainly Bitcoin, and I also got many requests for Solana again, especially on X. People are very fascinated by my Solana charts. And this is the prediction that I got for you. Before I begin explaining and going into detail, just want to remind you all that you need to subscribe, share and like, and comment what you think of this video, so you can help me grow and you get updated as to every single development that will transcur over the entire month, every update that I will be doing. Now, I also have something crucial, very vital information that I want to share with you all, but I will only share this by the end of the video. So those of you who really want to profit, who really want to get ahead, all you have to do is literally just wait and stay until the very end of the video. That's the crucial information that I will be delivering to you all. But let's begin and make this prediction. I won't be covering the last days of my last prediction. You guys know that I covered this for September, Solana and Bitcoin as well. And both of them were extremely accurate. In fact, Bitcoin actually got a green September for the first time ever, I think. Many other stocks actually went green as well for the first time in like 5 years or something like that. So it's been quite a long time since we ever had a green September that occurred last month. I really told you that this month could be bringing some surprises, and that's exactly what it happened. I delivered into my promise, into my prediction. So those of you who actually listen to me, well, maybe you are in very good numbers. But okay, so let's begin this chart for this month. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be the 3rd of October. That and the 4th could be an impulse, followed by a yellow circle on the 4th and 5th. Those days will be kind of tumbly in that sense. The price is going to be maybe very much like today, especially the like half the day of yesterday, something like that. Maybe some volatility like today when you have these massive up and downs. We could see something like that in these days, the yellow circle, followed by a correction on the 6th or the 7th. We could see some powerful corrections right here. There's a lot of chances that the 6th of October is going to be very volatile because it's shared by these green circles. So all of the guys that people following me for ever since I predicted these charts, ever since I started this work on YouTube, you guys know that that's basically the perfect volatility when we have these circles sharing the single day. Now the next day is a yellow one. We get the 8th of October. That day might be a little more relaxed. Maybe some volatility, maybe some ranges, could be. Now followed by another impulse, either by the 9th or 10th of October. That day, the 10th of October, is going to be also very volatile, or could be also very rangish, very relaxed, very much like a nothing burger. That could happen because it's shared by this yellow circle. So that may be a mix of these two energies, the red and the green, giving as a result maybe a day with much indifference. Now, the next day is the 12th of October. That day is also going to be very volatile because just like the 6th that we just covered, the same is going to happen on the 12th. It's going to be a very volatile day. Could go either way, the red or the green, it doesn't matter, could go either way. I am telling you guys weeks in advance so you get prepared for these days, crucial days. Now the next day is a consecutive day yellow circle. We have 14 and 15. These days are going to be completely yellow. I mean, the trend is going to be very hard to define because maybe we'll get, for example, something that the price closes very similar or very slightly where it opens. So it's a very similar position that will happen in these 2 days. Now the next is a correction for the 16 or 17 of October. I'm thinking there's going to be, it could possibly even be the 2 consecutive red days. We'll have to see, because like I was saying, I have some crucial information for you guys, so I can only share that in the end of the video. Followed by that is a yellow circle, 18 or 19. These days are going to be very much kind of relaxed, I think. Could be some volatility, depends on really how volatile the month really gets in the first weeks. If we get some crucial volatility, very powerful, that could mean that these days are going to be very volatile. Most of the yellow days could be. Followed by another impulse by the 20 or 21 of October. These days could have some respite, some recovery of some sorts. It could also be the 22 of October, could be an impulse. We could see maybe the price recovering these days. Could be actually very significant because we could get, this is just a possibility, guys. This is just a possibility, but we could get possibly consecutive days on the green, like 2 or 3 consecutive days could happen. The next circle is a yellow one. We have 23 or 24. These days, again, much like the other yellow circles, could go both volatile or range or a mix of the two. Next up is a correction by the 25 or the 26, with special emphasis on the 26 because that day is going to be very, very volatile, I think. Could go either way. Followed by that is the last impulse of the month by the 27 or the 28. We could see some recovery depending on how really bad and how hard we actually fall on these correction days. And the last circle is going to be 29 and 30 of October. By extension, it could also be the 31 of October, the final day of the month. Those days are going to be red. You guys already know, if you've been following my work, if you've been following my predictions, consecutive predictions, non-stop correction. Every time we get a correction in the last circle, the last day of the month, that means trouble. That means that we'll get some powerful corrections near the end of the month. That means that we could actually see that these green predictions that I have here could actually not happen. Could actually disappear and be dilated, jetted into the atmosphere. That could happen. That's what we have been seeing in every single time. I mean, guys, no one else has this accuracy. No one else does these massive consecutive predictions each and every single time, each and every single day, week and month. Every time it's 100% correct. We might get some few days, like a couple, where the prediction doesn't pan out, but out of the predictions that I have been doing consecutive for Bitcoin ever since I think June, but for some reason it's not showing the prediction on June. But every single out of the, I don't know, like 4 or 5 predictions that I have been doing consecutive for Bitcoin, like 3 of them have actually reached 100% accuracy. And the real thing that it's always accurate, like 100% every single time, it's this pattern right here. The red final circle really spells some doom. Now let's get over to Solana, and before I begin detailing and doing the same with Solana, the same analysis with Solana, again, want to remind you all to subscribe, share and like, and comment what you think of this. Okay, so let's begin. Very similar chart. Remember, Solana and Bitcoin are very similar cryptocurrencies. There are some very notable differences but we are not right now in the period where the Bitcoin dominance is prevailing for the altcoin, or maybe signaling an altcoin season. We're not in those times yet. So we could see maybe almost the exact same with some key differences, just like we saw in the last month that I just predicted as well. So the first days for Solana are going to be green. Possibly we have maybe a recovery tomorrow, especially tomorrow, I think, because the 4th of October for Solana is going to be very volatile. You guys know the drill, shared by these two opposite circles, two opposite energies on the same day, very volatile. Now the next is a yellow circle, kind of a cool down, maybe like today, for example, some volatility like today. That could happen in these 2 days, 5 or 6, followed by an impulse on the 7th. And this is a period spanning actually 4 days on the yellow. These days are going to be very, very hard to define. We'll get some up and downs. The price goes and closes in a similar position to where it opens, or it's just like a massive range could happen. There's a small possibility that that day, the 10th of October, is going to be very volatile with a slight chance of an impulse, like an actual impulse. That's why there's just one circle right here. It's very small. That's exactly what it's supposed to represent, just a small chance of an impulse. Now, followed by that is an impulse on the 12th or the 13th. We could see some impulses in these days. Could actually be, consecutive green days, but I don't think so. Because like I was saying in the beginning, I have crucial information that I can only share in the end of the video. So, right. Followed by that is a yellow day, perfect yellow day by the book, 14th of October. The next days are corrections, 15 or 16 of October, with special emphasis on the 15th of October. That day is going to be very volatile, very, very volatile. Could actually disappoint and be a range. Nothing burger. Could actually be that way as well. Depends on really what the previous day is going to be. Now, followed by that is another yellow circle, 17 or 18. We could see some relaxation, cool downs, because the next circle is also a correction on the 19th of October. Followed by that is yet again another yellow day, 20 or 21, followed by an impulse on the 22, possibly a lone impulse could be, because these days are going to be very hard to define, very hard. There's going to be lots of up and downs, volatility everywhere. Again, same goes for these 2 days, consecutive yellow days, 23 and 24th, exactly the same days. Now, this is where it kind of gets trouble. We have corrections by the 25 or 26. We could actually see some volatility on the 26. It's shared by this green circle as well. So opposite circles, opposite energies, perfect recipe for extreme volatility. Could actually be a small chance that day could actually end up being an impulse. We'll have to see. The 27 is going to be another correction. So this, you're already noticing that these final days are going to be very hard for Solana. And the next circle is 28 or 29. These days could actually represent some kind of recovery, but that won't last long because the next days are yellowish, leading up to a very powerful correction on the 30 or 31. So again, guys, I'm really worried about this because this time we get that these final days, the final circle for both Solana and Bitcoin are red, completely red. Now, in the last month, we had Solana, we had Bitcoin being red on the final day, and Solana was actually green. So Solana actually did much better in the final day of the month. You can see right here that it was a yellowish day. Really wasn't really suffering that much for Solana. It actually did better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a solid downtrend on that day, followed by the massive correction on the 1st of October, yesterday. And okay, so this is the information that I was talking about, the crucial information that I will be making this tradition for the channel. Every single time we get these predictions, the very first video of my predictions for every single month, that's where I will be giving this information, very crucial information. Okay guys, so you're noticing the pattern right here on both of these charts, Bitcoin and Solana. We get a lot of yellows, and the next the next color, most popular color in the charts, is actually green. Now that at very first glance it really shows that it could actually be a kind of a positive month, could actually be a yellow month, but really it is very alarming because the monthly trend for these two cryptocurrencies, the signals that I have been getting is that it's going to be a downtrend month. It's going to be a general downtrend for both Solana and Bitcoin. So this is a secret that I just want to share with every single one of you that really sticks to the end of the video. So if we have a downtrend month, we are going to end up in a much lower position than we are currently in. So if the 1st of October kind of open on the $155 on Bitcoin, on the let's see, on the 63k, something like that range, maybe 64k. So if we are going to have a downtrend month, that could possibly go as low, possibly maybe even touching breaking 60k. Below that could actually get even worse, guys, because I don't know how low we're going to go, but if the lowest point the last month was on 53, that may be possibly the lowest point, even lower possibly. I could make detailed precisions, a detailed prediction, very accurate about the price, the estimate price, but I don't have the time. I'm very busy in my other projects. But that's really the information that I want to share with you guys. It's going to be very critical, very crucial. So use this information wisely and prepare accordingly, okay? So that's all I have for today. I will be updating these charts as we go by the month. So again, leave a like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.